welcome to another Riot Control podcast. My name is Alain, otherwise known as T-Sweet, and I'm from ReverseThieves.com as well as the Speakeasy podcast. This time, I am looking at D-Frag, or D-Fragments, from Brainspace, and it is streaming on Funimation.com as well as Hulu. And I want to say that I am watching this show because I was struck by its incredibly interesting premise, or because it has an amazing writer, or because I heard really good buzz about it on the internet, and none of those things are true. In fact, I did not know that this anime existed except for one simple fact, and that is the end card. After the show is over, and the credits have played, the little thing by a guest artist that is, in their style, the end card was by Takuchi from Type Moon, so I'm like, alright, I might as well look at this show as a Riot Control. And maybe, just maybe, Takuchi did the end card because he really likes this series, and not because they put a fat stack of yen on his desk and said, draw our characters in your style. And I'm really kind of hoping that the fat yen is the reason that card is there, because this show is just kind of meh. It's not horrible. I mean, Strange Plus was a horrible comedy. This is just so, not funny, but not annoying, just not anything I want to watch. And it's about a delinquent, which, automatically seems like something that would perk up Kate's ears. And he's starting out a new school with his two delinquent friends, and they're going to take over the school and be badasses and maybe join a club, just so, they seem like they're on the up and up. When the main guy, he goes to school, he helps this girl who's trying to recruit for the game creation club. But Kenji's a nice guy and helps her out when she drops a bunch of flyers. And later, when their club room is on fire, he helps put it out. Because once again, he may be the delinquent, but he's not a bad dude. And apparently the crazy girls in the club try to brain him and his two friends so they don't tell anybody about the fire. And each of them has like an elemental attack. So like one of them attacks with the taser because she's electrical. Another one tries to drown people with bottled water because she's water. And another girl just punches people with mud on her hands because she's stupid. I mean, Earth. And this goes on, and the main girl, Roka, she tries to use burning. So, because she's a flame elemental, so she tries a moe attack. But that doesn't work. You find her real element is darkness. And eventually, the other two guys lose their memory because they take so much damage. Although, I have to mention, one of them looks kind of like the short kid from Excel World. He's chubby and kind of like super deformed, whereas everybody else is normal. And the other guy is basically the main character of School Rumble. I mean, that is his character design. He is Harma from School Rumble. That is it. And so, eventually, this crazy girl stalks him enough to make him join the Game Creation Club. It turns out they're the temp Game Creation Club. There's another Game Creation Club on campus, and they're the real Game Creation Club. And there's a backstory between the two of them, and I don't care. And the problem is, I think, that Kenji isn't a bad guy, and he's kind of an okay character, but all the girls in the Game Creation Club are just horrible human beings. Like, not horrible enough that it goes into that place where, sort of like some comedies, where like, oh, these people are all so horrible. They're funny, like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but horrible enough that you really kind of don't want to like any of them. They just seem like miserable, petty people. And you're supposed to kind of like sympathize for some of them and feel bad about the temp Game Creation Club, but I don't care. And there's something just about the way that the humor flows that I was never like, ha ha ha. I was more like, oh, I see what they were going for there, but I really don't care. And they really play up that elemental factor of the girls a lot. And it was like funny for a scene, but like by the time they burn around the second time, I was like, all right, I don't care anymore. But you really are in love with this idea, and I'm just not feeling it. And I've also seen the second episode with the Real Game Creation Club, and they're kind of just as annoying. They're not as horrible as the Temp Game Creation Club, but I also really don't like any of them. And then there's also the friend who's the student council president, who's all upset that they became delinquents without him. And he just seems like weirdly pervy in just kind of the sad way, and not like a Haposai way, but more like a, man, that's certainly a fetish. I kind of really wanted this to be cool because of the end card. But I guess there was a reason I had not heard about this series before. Because it isn't very good. It's not really bad. Like, if you were tied down and forced to watch this, you just feel like somebody wasted your time. But not like you had to go on an epic quest of revenge to get the person who made you watch this show. You'd just be like, man, I could have been doing something more productive with my time. So it's not offensive, and maybe the humor might be for you, but I can't really recommend it either. Oh well, like, there could have been something good with the Game Creation Club, but it isn't here. Alright, see you guys next time.